Can I be honest with you guys? I feel like I could be honest with you guys, right? I have not posted a long form video in what feels like forever because your girl has been learning a new video editing program.
My brain is full to bursting. If I have to memorize a single order, I think I'm gonna explode!
Greetings, good day, and welcome. I'm Deanna. If you're new here, on my channel, we talk about all things project management, grants and development, and nonprofit management. But today, I want to talk to you guys how I have been in this huge learning curve. And I have shifted from somebody who has exclusively used CapCut to now I am using Premiere Pro. As somebody who was fresher than a baby right out the womb when it came to video editing, it has been a journey, to say the least. I know I'm not the only creator that has found themselves having to do this transition because, you know, TikTok was going for a little bit, but now it's back for the jump off. Like, why would they tease us like that? But because I'm not trying to get caught up again, because I feel like I need to advance my skills anyway, I decided to take the last few weeks and really give myself the space, the time, and the patience to learn Premiere Pro. If you are a creator and your story sounds similar to mine, I want us to sit through and talk about the steps that I took to transition from CapCut to Premiere Pro. And like I said, I was a fresh baby to this, super novice, super brand new. So if I can do it, I promise you, you can do it too. First and foremost, when stepping into learning Premiere Pro, I made sure that I was starting off small. If any of you guys have been following along, you've seen that I've been posting a pretty consistent amount of shorts over the last few weeks. And that is because in Premiere Pro, I am starting off small. When I decided that I was going to learn Premiere Pro, I did not want my first run through with editing a video to be a long form video. I think I would have literally drove myself crazy if I started with trying to edit a 15 or 20 minute video versus starting with a 30 to 60 second video. Because I started off small, it was a lot easier for me to play around with buttons, to toggle and manipulate my video clips, because again, I'm only focusing on 30 seconds, not 15 minutes. Starting off with a short form video allowed me to not just continue producing content and making sure that I am still staying active, present, and still creating engagement versus disappearing for mad long and people wondering where I'm at because I'm fighting for my life trying to put a long form video together. You feel me? Second, I played around with the obvious. What I mean by this is that though I was a newbie and starting from scratch with Premiere Pro, there were a handful of functions and buttons that were obvious. So I simply just started out with things that I could figure out on my own, like the real basic stuff. And when I say basic, I mean basic. For example, Premiere Pro has this tool called the razor tool. And what do razors do? They cut. So I was like,
your genius is showing.
This is an obvious function. I can use this to cut out parts of my clip that I don't want. Another obvious one is the typing tool. Typically, in any sort of program that you're working with, you got the little box with a T in it, and that means I should be able to type something. So again, we're starting with the obvious. So then as I got more comfortable and I'm like, okay, I'm getting a feel for the things that I do know. Now, what do I do about the things that I don't know? And with that, I was just researching as I was editing. When I got stuck during the editing process, I sought out an answer. I wanted to do a zoom in on my face. I found the answer. I wanted to add captions and be able to edit them simultaneously. And guess what? I sought out the answer. No matter how simple the effect was that I wanted to add to my video or what I wanted to do while editing, if I did not know it, I accepted that I did not know it. I accepted that this was new for me, and I did my research. As I am doing my research and finding out how to do certain things and make my video exactly what I want it to be, I am also making sure to write down all the shortcuts and fixes. If there's anything Premiere Pro has taught me, is that knowing a shortcut can really save your life. Because this is all new to me, instead of me trying to force myself to remember everything right now, I'm writing it down. I'm being gentle to my brain. Like, there's only so much information I could feed her at one time, and learning a whole new platform, editing on it and shifting on it, just like with any other skill, as I'm practicing, I'll build up that natural muscle memory where I won't have to write down these shortcuts anymore. However, for now, I am writing them down. Like, I'm not playing. Look, I got how to fix the brightness of the video on here because I really record on my iPhone. I have something to remember to do a ripple delete, which this feature, when you are deleting a part of a clip, it'll shift the rest of it up into place instead of you having to drag and drop it. The way I was looking for that feature for dumb long, y'all. I also have very specific instructions on how to change the shape of a video because in CapCut, they have something where it was masking, where it's able to just alter the shape for you and you just gotta resize it how you want. However, with Premiere Pro, I have to upload the shape. I have to make sure that the file that I upload is, a transparent background? I told y'all I'm new to this, not true to this. At least not true yet. But nonetheless, it's a lot for me to remember right now. I'm not gonna do that to my brain, so your girl got some Post-its and I'm probably gonna have some more Post-its by the end of today. Probably by the end of this video, honestly. Now, during those times where I didn't know how to research something, you know what I mean? Where simply going into Google is not gonna be enough because I don't even know how to like properly phrase what it is I'm looking for. I talked to Chat GPT. For example, the ripple delete that I was just talking about, I had no idea how to Google what in the world that meant. I ain't know ripple delete was the technical term for it, but Chat GPT knew. Chat GPT knew. I don't know about y'all, but I be talking to Chat GPT like it's a real person. So this is what I asked. I said, I have a question about the software Adobe Premiere Pro. Are you able to assist me about said software? And of course, Chat GPT could assist me, of course. I followed up with, so if you're familiar with the video editing tool CapCut, they have a feature/setting that when you're editing a video clip and delete a portion of it, the preceding clips automatically move up, snap into place, and close the gap instead of you having to drag the preceding part into the proper place. Does that make sense? If so, can you see how to accomplish that in Premiere Pro? And of course, ChatGPT told me yes. That makes perfect sense. Because again, I probably couldn't Google that whole paragraph. Well, maybe, but it would have been too much for me to try to narrow things down by myself. So again, I had ChatGPT do it. ChatGPT was able to do what I wasn't able to do, to compare the two different softwares and find out exactly what feature I'm talking about that CapCut has and how to replicate that in Premiere Pro. And lo and behold, that feature was called Ripple Delete. And even better, ChatGPT didn't give me not just one, but two options to accomplish what I needed to do while editing. That's just one example of how ChatGPT has been helping me through this editing process. If you can't Google it, ChatGPT probably has the answer for you. Last and definitely the most important step that I've taken as I've been learning this new program is to be gentle with myself during this learning curve. I must say, I've done a lot of growing because I've been very gentle with myself as I've been learning Premiere Pro. And a lot of the times, I know somebody else is probably guilty of this too. And if you are, drop a peace sign in the comments. But I am so tough on myself when I am learning new things and just so impatient. And I'm like, Deanna, oh my God, why haven't you learned this already? Like, get it together or forget it forever. But it's like, girl, I can't get it together or forget it forever if I don't take the time to get it forever. And if I don't take the time to get it together, I will be forgetting it forever. You feel me? Understanding how Premiere Pro works, all the shortcuts, all the different mechanisms, like it's just so much that this program has to offer. And I am very happy to be now stepping into, I feel like, a new creative stage of my life with this new program. But again, it's new. I stepped into it not knowing what I was doing. So how could I not be gentle on myself as I am growing and learning and just trying to do better. Like, my first thought in all of this is, Deanna, just breathe. That's why I'm writing down on post-it notes. That's why I started with short form videos, and I'm like, okay, how do I zoom? How do I add this effect? How do I add a bleep if I decide to curse? Because I be cursing. I'm talking to Chat GPT, and as I said, I am just breathing into this process and breathing into something new. New things, though they are exciting, they are scary. They could be a little intimidating, but that does not mean I have to be hard on myself in this new thing. And if you too are a creator that is transitioning, trying to transition into a new program, and you got a little shaken by TikTok and CapCut being gone too, I feel you. I'm here with you. But I promise you, if I could do it, you could do it too. And I've really been enjoying learning Premiere Pro. As intimidating as it is, I'm very proud of myself that I'm even utilizing this program. I am pleasantly surprised that I have been able to teach myself something that is completely out of my realm, completely out of my comfort zone. Even prior to the whole TikTok CapCut debacle, I wanted to learn Premiere Pro, and I was just like, no, it's fine. Like, I'm not a professional. I don't need to be doing that. Now look at me. I was low-key forced here. You know, like when you don't listen to the signs, when you don't listen to God and such, and eventually he gonna make you listen. So here I am, listening, finally learning, and very appreciative of this learning curve. Well, would you look at that? You made it to the end of this video, so thanks for watching.
Sometimes goodbyes are a bitch.
T-shirt idea. Goodbye stink.
For anyone that might be looking into learning Premiere Pro and you are hesitant to take that first step, if you are transitioning like I was and you're like, how in the world can I learn this new program? Am I even capable of learning it? Stop that voice. I'm telling that little voice to take a seat right now. You are capable, you can, and you will learn it. Like I said, if I can do it, I promise you, you can do it too. As I always say, a lot of my videos are inspired by you guys, so if anybody has any questions, any topics that you would like me to dive deeper into, make sure to leave that in the comments below as well. If you haven't done so already, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, bye y'all.